out. This is something really, really cool. Look at the back of this truck. There's a waterfall coming out of an army truck. How cool is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty cool. Oh, you never know what you're going to see on one of these rides.
Well, the last 3 or 4 times we rode, there was a 50% chance of rain, and we had put a couple of W's in the wind column. Today when I got up, everything was soaking wet, and when I looked at the weather, they said it's going to end at about 9 o'clock. Yeah, well, it didn't really end at 9 o'clock, but it ended at 11, so we're going to try this afternoon. I'm going to try to get all the yard work done and get out on our always fun to ride GS. Boy, oh boy, I can't imagine my life without this motorcycle. Of all the bikes I've had, and I've had them all a long time, I've had this one actually the longest. I've had this since '82. The difference between all these bikes, you ride one, I ride one the other day, I ride one that day, and then at the end of it, I don't know which one I like the best. It's like having 2 puppies and a kitten and a squirrel. You don't know which one you like the best. And all of a sudden then it dawns on you, I like them all. Now I've also had the R1 since it's new, and when I go out on the R1, I always just have a great time. I always have that vision that I'm at the World Champion MotoGP, and there's only one guy left to pass, and at the last lap you crash. But I guess we all have these fantasies when we're riding around, and what makes it a lot of fun. And it seems no matter what fantasy you personally enjoy. My personal fantasy is that I go out the driveway, and as soon as I get over the curb, I'm 18 years old again. Holy mackerel, I look around, everybody's cruising around on RDs and old 650 Triumphs and Harley Sportsters, and I'm going to hunt them down at every traffic light and lose 3/4 at a time, but then I'll go home and I'll do something, put a different main jet in, yeah, and that's the fantasy. If you don't have that fantasy, I don't know how much fun you have riding. Everybody has some different enjoyment. I know some of my friends that have touring bikes, the thing they enjoy most is getting away for a 2-week jaunt out in the Rockies or something. Yeah, the only problem is my lifestyle doesn't allow that to be one of the choices. So, now, you know, it's that old thing, whatever boats you float. So what I always try to enjoy about my small bike collection is that pretty much every day, every other day, I get to ride a different motorcycle, and then as soon as I get on board, I go, well, this one's got the good front brake, this one has the good back brake, this one doesn't do this one doesn't do that, this one doesn't have a gas gauge, I gotta watch the mileage, and that's what makes it fun. Everyone is different. And I guess one of the really silly analogies I've always used is if you were a bachelor and you had 3 girlfriends, would you want them to be triplets, or would you want to have one with a great pension plan and one with something else, and you know, it turns into a porno channel. And I'm sure there are other bikes 38 years old that are more polished out or more taken care of or something. I don't know. But it's not a contest because this is the one I'm married to. And this is the one we're going to ride this afternoon. And I hope, once again, we beat the rain. Now I have a unique problem whenever I ride in the rain is I get the bike back here and I know, it's just my instinct, if I don't get it perfectly dry, it's going to be cruddy the next time I come out to the garage. So what I've done in the past, I fire up the compressor and use compressed air. And I heard Ray Straub told me what he did. He used his leaf blower to dry the bike off after he rides in the rain. That probably is a good idea too. Everybody's got something to input into the channel, and that's why we enjoy sharing this information. Now I've been raising fish over 25 years, and right now this is very funny. They're in a mating mode, and I've got at least 2 I can count that are pregnant, so we're going to have some baby fish real soon. So next week we're going to be putting these guys in the ground, giving some to our neighbors, giving some to Stacy, but this whole thing has been such a wonderful little adventure to plant in these peat pots, and every morning to look at it, our garden that little by little is coming into full bloom. It's quite an adventure.
And it looks like the roads are starting to dry up. Well, they look almost totally dry. And see, some of the trees in the neighborhood still are nice. The blooming trees that we have. And our neighbors across the street, their azaleas are blooming. So every day I look forward to the ride to see how the trees are still blooming and people are doing some beautiful landscaping, and it's just wonderful. This is a great time of year, and it's still cool enough that you can enjoy wearing full leathers. That, to me, that's a real bonus. And of course, Karen takes some real joy in decorating the house, and we do the yard work. And the biggest thing, we do everything pretty much together. Okay, the latest weather is it says 22% chance of rain. We'll go with those odds. Check this out. This is something really, really cool. Look at the back of this truck. There's a waterfall coming out of an army truck. How cool is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty cool. Oh, you never know what you're going to see on one of these rides. Oh, we're back from... Ah, there's the lovely Mrs. Ertnowski. How's that coffee coming? It's on, baby. I'll be right in. Wow, what a day. We're going to put the umbrella up. We're going to sit out here and oogle and have our coffee and just admire the beauty of our beautiful 82 GS. Well, we fought through the clouds and the sun finally came out and it turned out to be a heavenly day. And once again, I have lost total confidence in the weathermen. Wow, the yard is really starting to shape up. And this is the best part of all. The best part. You sit out here and as soon as that coffee's ready and just sit out here and oogle away. No matter what angle you look at it from, it's like a flower in the garden. Boy, we have so many good rides from that bike. Hey, that truck today, it was an army truck with a waterfall coming out the back. That was pretty creative. I like my little waterfall too. And her flowers, very soon we're going to be in full bloom mode here. Oh no, you never know how a day is going to turn out here in New Jersey. It can go either way, but this morning it really looked cloudy. It had rained the night before, but it played out to be just a heavenly day. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Hey, I hear my neighbors. I can smell that barbecuing over there. Oh my God, it's just beautiful. Anyway, hey, and I hope I had the camera running. I hope I got the footage of the guy. My Valentine saved my day. He put his lights on, but then changed his mind. Maybe he was afraid of me. I don't know. Or afraid of the Valentine. I'm not sure. Anyway, we had a great day. We want to thank all the people that have made this possible, working for the cure of the coronavirus. Thank you guys, all our healthcare heroes, one and all. Hope you enjoy watching the videos. We enjoy making them. And thanks for watching.